Hi there. Happy Friday night, everyone. It is surely nice to see you all here. So thanks for coming. It's really fun. I'm looking at the list of everyone here, and boy, am I glad to see all of you. So thanks for coming. Michael just got back from the NCL Viva last weekend. Awesome cruise out of Puerto Rico. I am so glad it turned out really well. You know, when I went to Puerto Rico, I liked it more than I expected. So I hope you did too, Michael. Hope it turned out really good. Sounds like it was good. I hope we get
to Puerto Rico someday.
You will. You will. He's really okay. He's really okay. What do I want to tell you? So 2 weeks from today, we'll have our sail away on the Coral Princess. We are so excited. We're excited to meet everybody. I think I'm most excited to meet everybody. The Panama Canal is a close second. Getting to see that and be on the Coral Princess. It's been kind of fun as people have joined her on February 5th and sharing what's going on. It just makes it sound even more exciting to get there. So
yeah,
we're excited.
I got to tell you this. We had a sibling. My siblings and I have phone calls on the first Sunday of every month. We do a Zoom call. And somebody asked, so how many cruises have you been on? And so I was giving them the numbers. Of course, her numbers is like 5 or 6 or maybe even 10 higher than mine now.
He's doing okay.
Yeah.
He's okay. Keep going. Hurry. You're back to not talking about cruising again. So anyway.
No, it was cruises.
Oh, it was cruises.
It was cruises.
So you got David. I'm sorry, love. Anything else you want to share?
No, that was
okay.
That's plenty.
So Christy and David, so good to see you guys. They're coming on the Panama Canal. Good evening, Matt. Nice to see you. Code 4 for life. Good to have you guys with us.
Oh, there you are.
So I need to remind everybody, and I'm going to try to do better as people who have a channel come. I know that Code 4 for Life does, and I know that Find Us Here does. So don't let me forget. And Solo Sue Travels whenever we see her. And so yeah, we'll be happy to have you here.
Yeah.
So really good to see you all, though. I hope everybody's doing okay. And Hetty is on her journey there on that pole to pole. She said that they're sailing to Lima, Peru right now on the Volendam. It's getting cooler now that we've crossed the equator going south. So that's it. This is their summer, but you know what? You're heading into winter. So it's just the way weather goes, huh?
Yeah.
So we're thinking of you, Hetty. Really thinking of you and hope you're having
That's exciting.
A glorious time.
We're just so glad you're having a good time.
We are. We're glad you're there. We're glad you get to go. We've got Ray and Linda with us. They're going to come on this with us on the Panama Canal. Got their medallions. Were delivered. So this is exciting. And Pat and Rich, they were just on 2 days left on the ground. And so today in my video, I shared that the power had gone down. And so glad it came up again, but that's worrisome. But when it comes back on, you're reassured. So
yeah, that was you guys 45 minutes or so.
Yep. And so we can't wait to see you on the Panama Canal. Hi, Sue and Phil. Good to see you guys with us. And Kay, always nice to see you here. We've got Clyde Knox. Hey, Jody Meekum. Oh, you guys, you know what? Monday, we thought I wasn't going to be here. It turns out I'm here. And so we got to do a live this evening. So that's how it's just unexpected. We're here. So, and Ontario girl, Kim from Montana. Let's see, Lily from rainy California. How are you doing?
Wow.
I hope you're doing okay. I haven't seen you in a minute. And our other Lee, we got 2 Lees. Lee Bugby, nice to see you, sweetheart. So, and then Love Biz Life. Nice to see you guys. Hope you're both doing good.
A lot of people.
They're going to come with us on our November 29th, 2026 cruise for on the Sun Princess. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that trip. So we've got Kathy Miller with us and Tim and Cindy. Hey there. Nice to see you guys. Samira, nice to see you from Toronto, Canada. Toronto is a beautiful city. It's nice to have you with us. And there's Find Us Here. Did I say hi to Kathy? Nice to see you, Kathy. And Gary, you and Edith, hope you guys are doing well. Vincian from Sarasota. Chris Moss says it's only 42 days till he's on the Discovery Princess finally.
Oh, you're going to love that.
Got Becky.
Will that be the first to Alaska?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you going to Alaska?
Probably
42 days. No, that would be middle of March.
Okay, so
Probably
you're still
Mexico.
still
Is that
still the
Mexico?
Mexican Riviera.
Remind us. I don't know why I can't remember today, Chris. I know you've told us before.
Yeah.
So got Becky. Nice to have you. And Bruce Kling. Always good to have you
Rainy
with
in
us.
San Diego. Wow.
And Susan, good to have you. Oh, Kathy says Puerto Rico is one of her favorite ports. So the thing I like about Puerto Rico is you can walk, well, not all over Puerto Rico, but when you pull into the cruise port there, that you can walk kind of up through the little town area and go to Walgreens. I just like to go to Does anybody else here like to? Gordon's laughing. I just like to go to Walgreens places to see what they have that's different than my Walgreens has.
Yeah,
He'll attest to that.
no,
I
that
don't even usually buy anything.
Yeah.
I just like to give it a once over. So
Well, and you can find cheaper souvenirs at Walgreens and Walmart. And,
sometimes,
especially, if they have a shirt that's specific to that locale, Walmart has really good prices and postcards and other local things. It works out pretty good.
we don't own any stock in Walmart.
No.
So, Diane, good to see you from rainy San Diego. You know what? It's raining here too. And then it started snowing. Is it snowing now? We don't know, but it was raining. And then we thought maybe, well, it started snowing. I don't know if it still is.
Right.
So,
no, flurries forecasted. There we go.
Good to see you guys. Let's see. Gina, so good to see you, Gina. Thank you. And you and Michael. Nice to see you, too, Michael.
Susan's.
Awesome.
Oh.
Oh, Hetty. We all want to be Hetty, okay?
Yes,
we
yes.
all do. So I'm keeping my eye and learning a lot. So
Gina's on Discovery in 15 days.
15 days. Like, I retreat to a cozy inside room. You know what, my dear? I love the way you say that. Retreat to a cozy inside room. You know what? That's what we all need. That just sounds like heaven, doesn't it? It sounds like heaven. I'm excited for you guys. Let's see. People are talking about Para DJ. I think they are on the same trip. I could be wrong. I think they are on the same trip as Hetty. Let's see. Jane Ann Steiner just got off the Coral from Fort Lauderdale to San Francisco, then back to Fort Lauderdale through the Panama Canal twice. Had quite a few passengers that caught norovirus. Yeah, Jane, thanks for joining us and giving us that firsthand. We have heard a lot of people have that. For what it's worth, in my crazy travels this week, a lot of people had norovirus, didn't go anywhere near a ship.
Nope.
Or a plane. So I did, but there is so much going around right now that it makes perfect sense that you get on a ship and you have, more people touching things and just being together. It's just really hard because you can't go through life not touching anything, even if you wash your hands really often. It's just tough. I think it's just the nature of the beast, So H2O Cruiser says 2 weeks today till we board. Got my suitcase out. Glad you got your suitcase out.
Are they with us?
You know what? This is terrible. I can't remember who H2O Cruiser is.
Okay.
So,
well, we're
tell me if you want me to know.
Today.
I know, sweetheart. So, it's terrible. I can't always remember. I'm sorry. And I always get a little more nervous here. So Diane,
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody.
So
here.
Diane, I'm going to look for the rest of Diane's message here in a minute.
It's coming.
But I spoke with her today. She had gotten an email from Princess saying excursions 20% off. So, and they're coming on our Antarctica cruise next January, and so they wanted to book some excursions. So they did, and did not see 20% come up. So I pulled up and booked a couple for us. They didn't say anything about 20% off. And so I called Princess, and because I hadn't gotten the email. We didn't get the 20% off email. And so I called Princess and said, hey, you've got this 20% email going on, going out, but on these Antarctica ones. And so I called back 3 different times just to make sure I was getting told the right thing. And I read at the bottom of the email as well. And it says on select excursions. So it doesn't seem like the Antarctica ones qualify for 20% off, but let me know if anybody found anything else different today, because if they did, I would like to know. But that's what when I saw Diane's comment, that's what reminded me. So let's see, where's Diane? Look, did you see it yet?
Well, the rest of her question?
Yeah.
Oh, she's asking about It's the
I'm
Seal
looking.
Bay.
Oh, thank you. Oh, they booked the Seal Bay wildlife adventure. Also about 4 or 5 cruises, more than my husband. Oh, good job. Mine are for various reasons too, but it's okay.
It's
It
okay.
is.
It's perfectly
More of them,
okay.
I went with Caroline, and then yeah. So anyway, if you all get that email and then you go on to book your excursions, it's not working, it's because your excursions don't qualify. I think it's just for certain destinations, because I pulled up a few more of our cruises, and I didn't see 20% off. Just on one of them, it had 20% off. So thought I would throw that out there.
So Yuki just
Hey
arrived
there,
in
Yuki.
Fort Lauderdale,
For Q's.
starting tomorrow, escaping snowy Seattle. Good for you.
I don't know what Q's is.
Might have been Cruise.
Oh, cruise. Oh, you know what? Sometimes autocorrect is a killer. Yeah. Well, look, it's Michael and Nancy. So good to see you guys. 92 days until their California coastal.
Nice.
That's going to be a nice cruise.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Today I was on hold for quite a while trying to work on an excursion for someone in California. So I was reading through all of these excursions they have. And having lived there for a while and visited there quite a few times, it's interesting to me, like what they're turning into excursions. I think they're doing a great job, actually. So it's kind of fun. So Susan said her suitcase is collecting dust, so she needs to start traveling. Nancy is in Eldersburg, Maryland, praying for warmer weather to avoid ice. That ice, when you have an ice storm, it's really something. So did you get some of that ice, Nancy? Michael and Nancy at your house? Yeah. So Nat says they need to make flight reservations for Rome leaving LA. How long of a layover should I be looking for? I don't want to rush to the gate to gate, or if your flight's delayed. I always like 2 hours at least somewhere.
At least 2 hours.
And
is what we
sometimes you
give us,
can't
yeah.
do it, but I always try to do 2 hours. And then when you're coming back into the United States, whatever airport you fly into is the one where you're going to do your customs, your passport, and everything. And we always try to do 3 hours on that, because it just depends. Now we have, for the past few years, we got global entry in what year? 2021, or was it before COVID?
I don't remember.
Anyway, we've had global entry. Most airports now, that just zips you right through. But sometimes
we got it around 19 because I just renewed mine.
Okay. So sometimes, though, some of the airports are slower, even like the global entry lane. But if you don't have global entry, you're going to be standing in a long line, like a lot of airports. And granted, some are much slicker. Like if I had to choose, if I was doing customs in Chicago or pretty much anywhere else, I'd do it anywhere else. Atlanta is pretty quick. JFK has gotten remote. JFK has taken strides forward. They're better than they used to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, allow time on your first where you first land in the U.S. so that you've got time.
And of course, we get spoiled when we get a direct London to Salt Lake flight.
But what I wanted to say is also, like often when if you land in Atlanta and you got to get on another flight, you have to collect your luggage again and then go turn it back in again.
Yeah.
So usually when you collect it, then you have to stand in the line for the customs and go through that line and give it back. So there's more than one line. And like in some of the places, then you have to go through security again. Like Minneapolis stands out in my mind. And so just allow plenty of time. 2.5, 3 hours is the best coming back in.
But Atlanta does a pretty good job. They've got guys standing there just ready to grab your luggage from you
when you're ready to go.
They have really tried to up that.
Oh, Kevin says he put a long-winded question in Facebook. If you're able, can you answer here? So Gordon will look for it. Here, look on mine if you need.
I got it right here.
Oh, you do. You know what? I think you have to maybe look in that business thing.
Oh, on that side. Okay.
Yeah, like look in this little thing right here, I think is maybe where it is. If you see Kevin there, if you don't go back to where you were looking. Sorry I missed that, Kevin. I'll tell anybody. Facebook Messenger is not my thing. So if you want me, text me.
Email, email or texting is the best. No, it's not here.
Okay, Gordon will look in the other place and see if he can find it. Oh, Discovery is still Mexico. I like that, Chris. You're like, they're not taking us anywhere different. Looking forward to the November 2026 cruise. Hey there, Karen. We are really excited. I'm glad you're coming. that you're going to get to go. Well, hello there, Mary Jo and Eric. So good to see you. Really nice to see you. Let's see. Tim says we may have to rethink the Waffle House with the egg surcharge. Well, we could all have pancakes. Is there an egg surcharge now at the Waffle House?
Wow.
I don't know how there couldn't be. You know, our kids
Yeah.
in that live in Boston there, like they have said some of their stores don't have eggs. And then they finally found some at the Costco that were really expensive. But it's crazy what's going on with eggs, isn't it? So yeah, I always get a waffle and the hash browns. So we'll just have to make our, menu choices.
There you go.
So yeah, where are we going? I'm trying to remember where we're going to the Waffle House.
Galveston.
Oh, thank you. In Galveston. Yeah, I knew. I was thinking Caribbean. So
maybe we should go in Fort Lauderdale when we get off on this next cruise.
Yeah, ditch the excursion and just get an Uber to the. Oh, see, that just made life easier.
We just fixed the
We've been trying to decide when we got back from the Panama Canal cruise. It's like March 9th and our airplane's late. Does it go till later? And so we thought, well, are we going to do like the excursion that the ship offers, little to around Fort Lauderdale, or just go to the airport and both of us work while we wait for time to go by? Now we'll go to to Waffle House.
We can go from one Waffle House to the other Waffle House and lunch at one, dinner at the other, and then at the airport.
No, I don't think so. So anyway.
Oh,
Hetty knows that Walgreens in Puerto Rico. See, Hetty, someday. So you know what? I told Gordon I need to do this video that is called What I've Bought in Europe and Still Use at Home. Haven't I? Yep.
Mm-hmm,
and so some things I like buy every time I go, mostly like skincare and things like that. But Hetty is the master of this. And she told me about some skincare that she and Keith Ann were getting. So I got some. It is really good. And they do have some that they don't sell in the United States, not even on Amazon. And so I should do a video about that. And but thanks, Hetty. I appreciate you saying that, love. So Joyce says 60 days until their West Coast wine cruise. That's awesome. Let's see. They did the Seal Bay Wildlife. Okay, so if anybody here is going on Antarctica, those excursions have just come out. I meant to say it in my video today, but I forgot. And so today, Gordon and I booked a couple. We booked one. We're not quite settled on the Falklands. We booked one, and I'm not sure that I want to go in a bumpy 4x4 for 2.5 hours. I really want to see those penguins when I get there, but I'm worried about not feeling good. So we have to kind of figure out what we're going to do about that. But we did book, what's the other one we booked?
In Ushuaia.
We booked, there's a catamaran cruise that takes you through the Beagle Channel, and it takes you to see a penguin rookery. So I'm excited about that. So we'll have to look at the web. Oh, Gordon found it, Kevin. From the packages video this week, you mentioned that Princess made both packages unlimited for the alcohol. However, unlimited is only listed under Premier on the Princess site. Also, in the Plus package, it says the alcohol drinks are limited to 15 a day. Can you get a firm answer? You know what? I think I'll call around, but someone at Princess commented to me that the packages were unlimited, and that was clear back in November. And so that's where I got that. But they said they were, they used to have a limit. They're just unlimited now. And so that's where I got that. But I'll double check, Kevin.
Especially when
I kind of maintain the thing like, how can you drink more than 15 alcoholic beverages? But I guess if you drink some that don't have hardly any alcohol and you get to 15, like I don't know enough about that to know, but I'm delighted to find out.
Well, that and we know that Princess has trouble maintaining their website.
Well,
and there's a lot of data there. There's a lot of information. That's hard to go back and always constantly be updated.
Yeah. Oh.
Not that that's an excuse.
Try to find some things on some other websites,
to me, it's
and all of a sudden it all is in context. Okay, but I'll find out, Kevin. Thanks. Yeah, but the reason I said unlimited is I was told by unlimited by a couple of people that would be in the know. So yeah, thank you though. Thank you for bringing that up, Kevin. I appreciate it because we all want to know. Yeah, before we go. So, hey, Barbara, it's good to see you and Jerry. They've got 86 days until their next Disney cruise. Just the other night I was telling Gordon I should go down. They sail out of San Diego, and I should just go on a short one and see what
I
it's
thought
all
you said
about.
we when you were talking to me about that.
Did I say I just now?
Yeah.
I thought I said I told
Oh,
you.
it's another one of those.
No, we're going together. So, yeah, to San Diego.
I just gotta tease you.
The Wonder does
sorry.
like 3, like the weekend, like Friday through
Monday.
and then Monday through Friday. So you can pick what you want. Oh, it's Norma H2O Cruiser. I should have remembered it's you, sweetheart. Yeah, Norma, so nice to see you.
Oh, Norma,
really
it's got an explanation point. I thought
Norma.
it was normal, and I'm thinking, who do we know in Normal, Illinois?
This has been a long week. So, oh, Deidre, so nice to see you. Only 353 days until we go to Antarctica. I am so excited about Antarctica. And you know what? I didn't talk about this in a video, so I'll just talk about it here. But there's all this jabber about Princess not going to Antarctica in 2027. So with people who were on just barely on the Sapphire Princess voyage that was just going there, and they just had a fabulous time. By the way, I've been following along like both the January cruises, so the second one, I said, do you know like where they're getting this from? Because Princess hasn't said they're not going to go there in 2027. And apparently on board, they pointed out that Princess is only going to Antarctica 3 times in 2026. And of course, we don't know about 27 because 27 is not even released yet. Nothing for South America is released yet with Princess. And so I'm not panicked, but it is a point of concern because, you know, I remember quite some time ago seeing Princess went to Antarctica, and then when I wanted to book it for us, when Gordon and I wanted to go, they didn't go those years. And so when we saw it pop up and go in 2020, we like hurried up and grabbed it. We booked that cruise way far in advance, like right when it was announced, because we knew we wanted to go. And so just want to put that out there. I don't think anybody has officially said Princess isn't going there after 2026. We'll just keep our eye and see what they offer in 2026. But I am going to say today, somebody was texting me about, you know, Holland America does similar cruises as well. And, you know, Princess, when we went before, they had it so that if you wanted to actually take a flight, you could take a flight from, they had it both from Point Arenas and they had it from Ushuaia. You could take a flight and land down in Antarctica. And like in 2020, it was, I remember like $3,700 a person to do this. Well, Holland America has it on a sailing that is going to be going in 2026, and it's like $9,000 something a person to do that. Huge difference. And so I should do a whole video about this, but you have to pay attention because when you start spending money like that, you can just do an expedition cruise.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. So really kind of pay attention, like figure out what it is you really want to do and the best way to do it and when to do it. Like you can still do, you know, your Holland America cruise, but you might want to do an expedition cruise as well. And you could do them like on the same thing because a lot of those expedition cruises have you go to Buenos Aires and then they charter you down to Ushuaia or Port Williams or wherever. So throwing that out there. So Ronald says, are you concerned that Trump's tariff on China may delay shipments of our medallions, which I understand are made in Taiwan? No. That hasn't a lot of people are still getting theirs okay.
Well, he says he's gotten his.
Yeah, his came. I've heard, I guess I haven't worried about that, Ronald, with everything else that I have to worry about. I guess we'll all kind of just stay up to date with it. Yeah. So I'm not too worried. So, yeah. Let's see. I think I missed something from somewhere else. Let's see.
Diane talking about going on Panama in 2001 on the Sea Princess.
Oh, I bet that was really cool. Wow. Diane. Let's see. Code 4 for Life. They've been down there. They went. So, Christine says they'll be in Orem on Thursday, which is like a few cities north of us. I use the word city very loosely, but up. So, that's close. Do you want to say? Well, I don't know. If you're spending all your time with family, you probably don't want us to take you out for dinner. But if you do, send me an email or a text. I'd love to see you guys. And I'm sorry, Please accept our condolences for Randy's sister. I'm really sorry. It's hard to lose somebody like that. It's really sorry. I'm sorry for your whole family. Christine, give Randy a hug for me, would ya? Yeah. So William says Alaska excursions are 20% off. Can't find anything in Ketchikan. Ketchikan is always a harder one. So in Ketchikan, the ones that we have done, we've gone over to Misty Fjords. And it is really beautiful.
Mhm.
It's beautiful to go see that. It's like you get in the catamaran, you go over and you go past a place. I can't remember what it's called. The tree growing out of the rock.
Uh-huh.
And then you keep going over till you get to the fjords, and they really are something.
Yeah.
They just go straight up out of the water. They are fjords. It's really cool. So we've done that. And
the first time we went on that, it was a day after it rained a lot.
It was beautiful.
Absolutely
like waterfalls
gorgeous.
Going like crazy.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
And then we've done the one that we've shown on our channel a couple of times, where you go out on a boat and see the crab pots and really beautiful scenery and come back and eat all the crab you want. Done that a couple of times.
And they also have that crab fest at the Lumberjack Show, which is right across the dock from where Princess.
Which I've heard is not quite as good. People have told me that. It's not quite as good. Yeah. But I don't know, because I haven't done it. But that's just word on the street about that excursion. And then my sister and her husband have done salmon fishing. They also run halibut fishing, I believe, out of Ketchikan. There's one other thing we've done. Can't remember. Well, they have the Lumberjack
my nephew
show.
Drove us around to go see the
maybe I'm
bears.
just remembering him telling me.
Yeah, because we went and saw the bears.
So
they were fishing for salmon.
Yeah.
Getting their dinner. And, of course, you walk down Creek Street.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Especially if you're late in the season, you can see the salmon run. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really nice. So, yeah, thank you for saying that, William. I hope you find something. Ketchikan is just nice to walk around as well.
It is.
It is a nice little
town. A lot
of
good places. And remember, that's usually where you get your best deals, we found. Just things are slightly less expensive there than they are in other places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kathy says norovirus is not killed. I know, that's the corker. Norovirus isn't killed by gel. It's not killed by alcohol. It's not killed by Clorox wipes. Yeah, you actually have to wash them away. Thanks for saying that, Kathy. Yeah, that's true. Many people do rely too heavily on gel.
Oh, yeah.
You should always remember that using hand gel is not a replacement for washing your hands. If you want to wash your hands and put on hand gel, that's okay. But don't ever think that takes the place. Yeah. Thanks for saying that, Kathy. Thank you. Boy, do I appreciate you saying that, because it's the truth and it matters. Yeah, thank you very much. I think that's why we see the crew scrubbing things down with, they've got sudsy water and they're wiping everything. Yeah. Thanks for saying that, Kathy. You're awesome. Let's see. Linda says 3 out of 4 of her excursions in Spain were 20% off, but they raised the price 25%. So there you go. And excursions are through the roof. Yeah. They are through the roof. Yeah. I think that more and more people are going to be looking for excursions somewhere else. So I think it's a big deal. I was listening to Don's video yesterday, and he was talking about the new ships that Norwegian is going to be getting and how expensive they are. And I just, in my head, I thought, so nothing's going to go down because everybody is trying to pay for their new ships. They want the latest and the greatest. Nothing's going to go down as long as people are willing to pay it. And I feel like excursions are part of that. Yeah. So Nancy says it showed 20% off their European cruises. So she was able to book a couple. Do we have a dining time yet for the Panama Canal cruise? 5 p.m. Christine,
I sent out that email.
Verify with me that you're getting the email.
Yeah.
Emails we sent. We've sent 2 so far.
I sent one out a day or 2 ago.
5 p.m. definitely, and I'm waiting for Princess to email me which main dining room. The lady from the groups was so nice and called me on the phone on Tuesday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and was talking to me. I told her we want get together times and that we want, that she had already told us 5, but she hadn't told me where. So she's going to tell me where and verify when we can get together. So I'll tell you as soon as she gets back to me. She said it would be soon. So I'm really excited. So, but 5 p.m. It was 5 or 7:30, and I knew 7:30 was late for a lot of people. Plus, when you eat at 7:30, then you miss a bunch of the evenings. So we ended up at 5.
Yeah, we're gonna have
a lot of the sales were at 5 or 6.
Yeah, they are. We're gonna have some conflict on
I
those.
think on Aruba night, we'll come to dinner at 5 and leave, but
we'll make it work.
But it'll be great. So thanks for asking that, Christine. And if you're not getting the emails, text me so we can see what the problem is. So can always cancel. Oh, Diane says she'll keep checking. You can always cancel and rebook. So everybody, don't forget though, if you see the price for excursion is lower, make sure there are still slots open, because if there's not, people on the wait list get it first. It just slides over to them before being available. So if you're going to rebook your excursion, make sure it's still available. Let's see. Oh, Michael says they had some ice on the cars, but the roads were fine. Oh, that's good.
Good.
Oh, I hope it's good weather this weekend. You've just had terrible weather there along the eastern seaboard there. So we'll keep you in our prayers. So, yeah.
So Gary said global entry at Dulles didn't have to pull out the passports. Yeah, and that's the way we've been here in Salt Lake.
The staff was so proud of Latest Tech.
Yeah.
Wow. So Gary, like at ours, you like walk up and it takes your picture and then it tells you to proceed. And then you go past the officer, like the guy there, and he's like, "You, Allison?" Yeah.
Yeah, it just flags you through.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's good to know that at Dulles. So Dulles would be a good place to enter. Be a really good place to enter. Thank you. I can't remember now that I talked about Atlanta if they had it that way or not. Where did we come in last? I don't know. Wherever
we might
it was
find out. I'm trying to remember which. We keep changing flights.
Thanks, Gary. Though, no, that global entry is worth it, because when you get global entry, you also get the TSA pre-check.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. And when we renewed this time, we just were able to renew online. We didn't have to go to a place again.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
So that's a very good point. If you have global entry, do it about 3 months ahead of the time. Start checking in before it expires. And it will tell you, renew at this time, which may be a date like a month or two before that, maybe even 6 months. But anyway, check it out, and I'll look and see how long it is. But once you renew online, then it will say, okay, we'll check it out and plan to give you an appointment. And then the next thing you know, about 2 weeks later, I get a notification saying it's renewed, that they did away with the appointment for that time.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. If you have global entry, keep on top of it.
So Tim Murphy said 20% off the water treatment plant. I was going to ask you, what is that, hun? You and Cindy. And then I saw
Is it an excursion?
I don't know. 20% off. And then Ray says, Tim and Cindy are coming, Ray and Linda. So Ray and Linda meet Tim and Cindy. This is going to be such a ball. And I think you guys are going to, we're going to just have the best time. So do they live in North Carolina? Yeah. So, tell me what the 20% off the water treatment is.
Finzian went through Chicago. So global entry was only 5 minutes.
Well, there we go. Maybe things are looking up.
I was going to say, maybe it's improving all the way across the board.
You know what? Good point.
That would be nice.
Thank you so much for saying that about O'Hare.
Yeah.
Waffle House is good. Hash browns all the way. I know. See, and a pecan waffle. So, thanks. Oh, no extra charge for eggs on Princess. I like that, Rich and but see, this is like a thing you think of too. They use a lot of eggs. One time we went to something, with the
culinary thing.
Yeah, and it was like tens of thousands of eggs they use on a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
So think of that's a dent in your budget, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Oh, William says it's 50 cents an egg surcharge at Waffle House.
Okay.
And you know what I like about the surcharge deal? I like that there's a 50 cents surcharge. Do you know why? Number one, you can still have eggs. Number two, they're just not raising the prices, and then they'll just leave them there when this crisis goes away. I don't know. I something about me likes that. So tell me what you guys think.
We got a number of people have suitcases collecting dust. Well, we need to remedy that.
I know. Oh, hi, Kristen. How are you? And Melissa. Oh, it's good to see you guys. I've been thinking about you. I should send you an email. And Jeffrey, good to see you, Jeffrey. Hi there. I hope you are doing okay. So is it possible to book for a solo to book 2 cabins? No, I don't think so. Like the same person? I've never tried that.
Yeah.
I guess you could try. So what would you want 2 cabins for?
Just go get a suite.
Maybe you're having people over, like 2 connecting ones. I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to tell us, Jeffrey. Some of the comments on the 4x4 ride say they really were not bad. So has anybody been out to Volunteer Point? That's what we booked. And that's what I'd really like to see is those king penguins. But I don't know. We've watched all these videos about it and we were trying to decide like what to think. So
we're just going to leave it there for now.
Yeah.
We might go 4-wheeling this summer.
Yeah, that was Gordon's idea. He's like, well, just go get in the excursion and go up in the mountains and then tell me what you think.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to do that. They don't have penguins at the end. So
we could go get geodes.
We could.
Yeah.
They have geode beds here. And it's we know how to get there. We just need to go and take the kids.
Yeah, we took our grandkids down to get obsidian and
topaz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we really enjoyed your Queen Mary 2 videos, Code 4 for Life. We'll be anxious to follow along when you guys take off again. So I let Hetty and Jeffrey, your friends, fashionably late. Let's see. Oh, you're sure kind, Kevin. You're a love. No, I'll ask and find out if that's considered, or maybe if the people that said that were mistaken, but they're pretty on it. Yeah. Jody says, my cousin and I are arriving in Honolulu the afternoon before we sail on Pride of America. Would like to do a luau that night. Any suggestions? We'll be staying at AC by the Marriott in Honolulu. Oh, okay. Where are some good ones along there? I should know this.
Most of the hotels usually do luau's.
I'm trying to think of who Norwegian uses for their luau's. If you book like a pre, so for those Pride of America cruises, they have, like a cruise tour, as we would call it, but it's really just a couple of nights that you can do. And they have certain places that they use for those. I'm trying to remember. You know what? I'll try to look it up, or I don't. Can anybody just remember? Has anybody been to Hawaii? So if you have been, let me know. Otherwise, Jody, you can remind me and I'll look it up. I don't know if you're on your exact booking, if your travel agent can see like what would have been offered. I don't know. But if they can't, I'll try to look and see. Okay. I'm trying to remember where it was, but they have some pretty cool ones. And they have, I know you can go up like to the Polynesian Cultural Center and do a luau there. That might be kind of fun if you could see a tour that would take you up there. Because that's supposed to, we went there in 1986 on our honeymoon, and we just really enjoyed that. But people have talked to me about the luau's they run there. But I want to say when we stayed at the Hilton Waikiki, there was one there.
In fact, the one that we saw at the Waikiki, the Hilton, it was kids from the Polynesian Cultural Center come down for the night.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, anybody pop in your comments, or the comments if you watch this later, put that there and we'll see what we can figure out. I want to say the Outrigger has one. I don't know that that's just from my past. I think that's recent too. So let's see there in Honolulu. Finzian has only 68 days for her Auckland to Honolulu cruise on the Royal Princess.
Nice.
That's going to be very grand. Well, hello there. How are you doing, Cheryl and Dale? They looked at the excursions today for Transatlantic 2026. How often does Princess offer 20%? Kind of often. They used to never, I would not say never, but very rarely ever put their excursions on sale, but they are now. And I think part of it is because, you know what? They're trying to get money. They're trying to kick the, people to think, oh, it's a sale, I'll book, That's what I think.
Emil's in the house.
Oh, nice to see you. Good
Patty's
to see
here
you all.
too.
Oh, hey, Patty.
Yay,
Oh,
Patty.
it is so good to see you. This is my best friend, Patty W. right here. That's her. We grew up together. We had more fun than people really should have. And she is my sister. She is my sister.
Yeah.
And so it's really nice to see you, sweetie pie.
You okay?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
All right. Lulu says they used Estancia excursions for Stanley in the Falklands in December to see the penguins at Volunteer Point. Highly recommend them. 2 hours each way, 1 hour rough, but totally worth it. You know what, Lulu? That's just what I needed to hear.
And they were
Thank
the first
you.
ones there.
Oh, no way. Because
So
I've seen some videos when you get there, there's like 20 of those, 4x4s. So, all to yourself for about 20 minutes.
That's
That's
nice.
just wonderful. Good for you. And thanks for saying that, Lulu. Thank you. We will keep that excursion. So, and yesterday, this morning, there were 2 for that. And then when I looked at it again later, there was just 1. So if anybody wants to come, hurry up and grab it. And I am so grateful for the onboard credit we had for booking early, because those are expensive. I think it's $459.95 a person for that excursion this time. So Lulu, thanks again. Thank you. Thanks. So, I hope Carrie is feeling okay too, because I don't see him. And when I don't see him, I worry if he's okay.
He posted that, as Code 4 for Life mentioned, so he posted yesterday that he did go for steak dinner.
He did. Oh, that's true. I remember seeing that now that you say that.
So
hopefully he's feeling okay.
Up and out, so.
Maybe he's just busy.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Now you guys don't know I keep track of you. Like, Jeffrey, I knew you were late. So, oh, thanks, Connie. Everything is really okay. It's just been
busy
and unexpected.
Yes.
So,
what's wrong with
Gordon?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Talking about Carrie. Does everyone book their cruise?
Doesn't everyone book their cruise when it's first offered? Jeffrey, thanks for saying that. I think so many people wait until it's closer thinking they'll get a better price.
Yeah.
But really, I think you get the cream of the crop when you book early, because you get what you want. You're going. And to me, knowing you're going is worth a lot. But if the price goes down, you can catch it. And so definitely it's good to do. Oh, Michael, thank you. He says, please hit the like button. Please do hit the like button, everybody. Thanks very, very much.
Plus Jeffrey said the Crown Grill is okay, but he thinks other lines do better. And he asked about the upcharge on the steaks, and the waiter says, I don't really think it's worth it.
Don't you appreciate him being honest?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Oh, yeah. You
know what? Somebody else was telling me that I don't always, what are we doing?
Thumbs up.
That I don't always hear about, but somebody just let me know they just had to pay they had already booked and paid for the like Crown Grill on their cruise. I can't remember which ship. I'd have to look at their email, but they got charged an extra gratuity fee for the specialty dining just on their shipboard account. And so are you guys regularly seeing that now? Gordon and I wanted to do a specialty maybe on the Panama Canal. And not that I wouldn't pay it, but I just was wondering if anybody else is noticing that on their cruise.
Yeah.
Because when we went in, when's the last time we were on Princess? Was it the Love Boat cruise?
Well,
that's been a minute. I can't remember.
I haven't been on a cruise since October.
I don't think that for the Catch by Rudy, I don't think that there was a gratuity charge. So let me know.
I don't remember.
If you guys are seeing it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, that one time we went to the Crown Grill, and so I asked for the upcharge I asked for lobster tail and for the upcharge, and he didn't charge for the upcharge.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here's a good thing Shelly said. She said, I think with the new non-alcoholic menu on Princess, 15 drinks will be easier. So Princess has never limited non-alcoholic beverages. They only limit the alcoholic beverages. So if you could order, historically 15 alcoholic beverages and then 10 Cokes and 10 coffees or 20 bottles of water, whatever. I exaggerate, but whatever it is you want. But the ones they would limit was the alcoholic. But I do think a whole new world is going to open. I noticed when they first announced that those new non-alcoholic beverages are going to have, they said they would be on the ship starting in March. And I recently saw that they announced by the end of March now. And so I don't know that they're going to be on the the Coral Princess in time for us, but whatever ship is next, hopefully they'll have it going by then. I think our next ship is the Sapphire that Gordon and I are going to go on. And so I'm excited to see what those non-alcoholic beverages are like, but I bet you that more people want to buy the Plus package to get all of those non-alcoholic beverages. I really do. I think that's going to up their engagement there with the Plus package. So I appreciate, Sue and Phil said they went ziplining in Ketchikan.
Good.
So that's a good recommendation if you need something to do in Ketchikan. Holly says she's going to go halibut fishing in Ketchikan this fall. So yeah, and I know that when my sister and her husband did the salmon fishing, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
The tour provider, and it was through Princess.
Yeah, and you can do it now where you can have your fish for dinner that night.
So Nat says, as clarification, one flight he's looking at is Venice to Paris, then to LA. I would need the most time for Paris, 3 hours, and then final destination LAX. Oh, so Venice and Paris are both in the EU. So all you have to do in Paris is go to your new gate. So you don't need 3 hours unless you want to.
And are you doing direct Paris to LA or?
No, Venice to Paris. Then LA. Yeah. So then in LA, you just get off, go through, passport control and customs, and then go home.
Yeah.
I think that's great if you can get Paris to LA. Is that what you were wondering, Nate? Yeah. So, but yeah, Venice. So when you fly around in Europe, you don't have to do all that. You just have to make sure that where you're flying is in the EU, right? So it's different. Like if you fly from the EU to Great Britain to the United Kingdom.
Jody said they did the lumberjack show and it was okay, entertaining, but wanted to do something else next time. So,
and Melody says she's seeing 20% off Alaska excursions. We should do those today.
Yes.
So, Diane says that the Bering Sea crab fisherman excursion out of Ketchikan was really good, and they did it last year. So there you go. That's a good. So you got 3 great things to choose if you like any of them. So thanks for saying that. All righty. Code 4 for life. They enjoyed walking around Whittier until we found mosquitoes. So that's, you know what? I am really glad you said that though, because so often people pack, including us, their mosquito repellent and never need it in Alaska, but the time also that I needed it. So remember in Whittier, you're going to need it. But when I did the excursion that they take you to the Davidson Glacier, and both Holland America and Princess offer this, I did it with Holland America. And, but you walk through the woods a little bit, like not a really long ways, but a little ways, and there was mosquitoes like crazy. I wish I would have brought my repellent with me then, and so I could spray it on me. And they well, I don't know that it would have mattered. They bit through you have to put on tall boots, that go up to your knees that they have for you. And some of the mosquitoes got down there and bit my legs. So let's see. Oh, I am so excited. Jeffrey says he just booked his train travel for an upcoming business trip in Germany. The cost was less than it was 2 years ago. That's very nice.
Nice.
I'm excited you get to go to Germany. That's great. I know you know your way around over there and have been there lots. So I'm glad you get to go. Gina says they did the Deadliest Catch tour, saw so many bald eagles and many other cool sea life, and it was a good tour. So that's another really good excursion. So Deadliest Catch. Wow. Oh, Melody says she only received 1 email, so nothing else recently.
Oh, there might have been 2 or 3 people that weren't on. Remember, you had me send something later, and I may not have added them to the. Okay.
No. Okay. Norma, I'll have Gordon check that. You should have gotten 1 email because I sent it to you and Melody. And
some of those.
So we'll follow up. I'll follow up. We'll send it again. Send again. We'll send them again. Okay. And Norma, I will search my email and see if I missed you, sweetie pie. Oh, and plus search for Norma. Okay. Okay, Gina says, how many days early would you suggest for our first day in Rome? We're thinking 4 nights.
2 weeks.
Oh,
You need 2 weeks.
No, I think 4 nights is great. So you get there and you see some of that day, and then you have 3 days. Yeah, and we'll just chat on the phone, and I'll give you a list of where you need to see. Yeah, because there are so many amazing places to see. And Rome is such an amazing city to walk. If you can't walk, it is okay, and it is still amazing. But if you can walk, it is remarkable to walk and to guess, because there's so much to see along the whole way. And so we should do that. Yeah, because you can walk like clear from, when you look at the map, you can walk clear from like the Colosseum, and you go through the Forum and up and see the Capitoline museums and just keep going. And at the end of like everything, you maybe will want it more than one day, but clear over to like the oh, what is that called?
The Borghese? Or?
No, it's round. It's across the Bridge of Angels.
The part.
It's okay. We'll get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is a fantastic city.
Gelato.
Oh, so Christine didn't get the one you just emailed either today or yesterday.
Huh.
So, well, you know what? We'll just send that whole one again. 5:00, and I need to figure out how to make sure everybody's getting them. Okay. Oh, Melody says Dulles is nice for global entry. Thanks.
So Nancy did Ketchikan. They did the duck tours.
Oh yeah,
that might be fun to try.
I bet that would be fun. I love duck tours.
Yeah.
And Anne says that Liberty Port in New Jersey uses facial recognition. That's good to know. Thanks for saying that for everybody. Cologne is a very sad spot. A real mess, extreme damage. I'm sorry to hear that, Diane.
Dulles, Jeffrey also says Dulles is good.
The best he's experienced is Newark. Wow, that's good to know. Wow.
Which would be a far cry, because that was the first time you'd gone. You came through Newark coming from Paris that time, and
that was before global entry
we have
existed.
Completely avoided it since.
Yeah. Here, read that question.
If you already have TSA pre-check and want to get global entry for September cruise, how does that work? Go to their website and
whose website?
The government.
Gordon will find this.
I'll put a link up right now.
He'll do.
I should do a video.
You should.
I'll do a video.
But Connie, remind me to help you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm writing down global entry, or maybe I'll do a video. He can tell me what to say. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of right one of those things he has to go rummage. So.
Yeah. And you got to make sure that if you do a Google search for this, and I'll be sure to put this in the video, don't go to the first thing on the top of the list. You need to go to a .gov website. The rest of them are just places that want to charge extra surcharges.
Yeah. Let's see. Ray says, will you be sending any information about the group itinerary on our Panama cruise? Yes, we will. I'm waiting to hear back from Princess, since that lady finally called me, making sure we can have certain meeting times to get together. And we're also paying attention to the schedule of events that's slowly showing up in the app. And so what we always like to do, Ray, is we put in some of the events from the cruise that we know we're going to be at. Like Gordon noticed there's 2 ABBA shows in the theater on different nights. So we're going to go to that.
And there's an 80s party up on deck.
So we just put some of the things we know we want to go to. And if anybody wants to come, they can come. If they don't want to come, it's no pressure. But then other than that, on C days, we'll have get together times. If you want to come, you can come. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And we'll have our set dinner time. And then sometimes on evenings, people will be getting done with dinner and say, well, we're going to the show. Does anybody want to go? Well, we're going to go listen to music. Does anybody want to come? Or we're going to go sit down and chat. Does anybody want to come? We're going to go play cards or whatever. And so that's an option too. So people can kind of, do things as they want that way. But yeah, we'll do that. And we kind of, like I said, I'm just waiting for her to email me and a few more things to trickle out. On the schedule of events on the app, and then we'll send that to you. So yeah. Let's see. How many hours layover would you say to come in from overseas for customs? I don't have enough time. Oh, I don't think I have enough time to clear customs. So maybe it depends a little where you're going through, Gina, but I always would say maybe like 2.5 hours. Can anybody else chime in here with what you think?
Yeah.
Definitely. Anybody else chime in? That's what I always think when I'm looking at our flights, and he does too. Only because we were tight one time because they were really slow.
Yeah.
And so now, like a lot of times with the facial recognition and global entry, you do get through
It might
much
be,
faster.
it might be across the board. It's improved.
Yeah. So yeah. Ann's global entry renewal took about 10 minutes. So I think they are getting faster at those. Like the passport online renewal is getting fast.
Yeah. And Kevin, as he mentioned, that it was like I said, that you don't need an appointment sometimes for your renewal.
Oh, and he got his global entry card within 2 weeks of getting that renewal. I love Tim and Cindy say no dust on their suitcases. They're all packed. And they are like organized packed. They sent me a picture of their suitcase. They're professionals. They'll be running a workshop for all of us on how to do that. So, yeah. Oh, Jeffrey gets a free inside with his casino deal. Oh, connecting stateroom and have twice the space. It was a weird thought. I don't know. I guess. Like, I have never come across that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also had a quick turnaround. It didn't have to do the in-person. So.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. Good. So Emil is on the Coral Princess. So if anybody has questions, put them on here or put them on Facebook. And he is so gracious. He answers questions for everybody, even if they're funny questions. So if you think your question is funny, but you need to know the answer, what's so funny? What? Who's pastrami boys?
Probably code 4 for life.
Oh, it's because on your video you guys have that cat's deli. So video. That's why he calls you that. So and because of your video, I want to go there. That's the video. That's the deli in New York.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So Gordon doesn't know. He's just going to come.
I better add that to our list.
It's like KATZ. So nice to see all you guys. I love everybody says hey.
When are we in New York? That's next year.
Oh, Germain's luau, Diane says. So did you hear that, Jody? Germain's, GERMAIN''S, their luau. So love you guys are talking to each other.
KATZ, cats, deli.
KATZ.
Okay, got it.
Let's see. Anne says her bank card, which was Chase United, reimbursed her for her global entry in the renewal. I don't know. I can't remember if
we get it.
We do. Mm-hmm. And you know what? When I just did clear again on my way home, my American Express pays for that too. I was trying to just think of. I think it's good they have these perks, don't you think so, Anne? Yeah, it's amazing. So, Michael says he and Nancy went to Paradise Cove for a luau on Oahu. So there's a good one too, Jody. Paradise Cove. How many ice creams have you eaten? And is the sliced pizza good?
He had one chocolate cup with sprinkles and one slice of veggie.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Booked a biking excursion around Mendenhall this fall. Oh, I've never, not a biking.
Yeah.
We've hiked around that before. Well, that's going to be fun. Well, there's Alan. Hey, Alan. So nice to see you. And Barbara Alani, the Disney Resort, has a luau too.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. If that helps you at all, to Jody, thanks. Oh, Peter Pan. Hello there, sweet lady. 92 days until Alaska. Peter Pan was part of the craziness here this week, as some of you were. Let's see. Lily says staying at Alani. Oh, in August before her cruise.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. You'll have to tell us how it goes. Yeah, Ronald says it seems that 5 p.m. is the only dining time available. At least it was when he tried to book 7 at a private table.
Numerous times.
A lot of times. You know, that's really interesting because I know you just kind of like wonder how they figure out all these dining times. Because I know with groups, they only have a few you can choose from, like always. But you would think with the number of people that I hear that like to eat early, you would think it would be fuller. Let's see.
Connie's trying to tell me I can go more often if I retire.
Man, we're working on that.
From the standpoint of time, but then there's
the standpoint of money. Yeah. Let's see. Cruising for one got charged for 2 nights on his cruise. Let them know and took it off. Wow, the premier package sometimes does not show up if you change your dining time or show up early. Okay, so that premier package they need to fix, because I was on the phone with the dine line today for somebody for a really long time. Generally, I think it's good for people to call the dine line on their own, because then we're on the phone and they say, we don't have 6 o'clock, but we have 6:15. Is that okay? Then I'll have to hang up and call back and say 6:15. Okay, hang up, call the dine line back. Just call. But somebody's got the package and they are not honoring it with the reservations, and it got nowhere today. And I find that really frustrating. So you would think they could program it, because it shouldn't matter if you show up early or late, right, Jeffrey? It should just work. And so, yeah, I hope help with the IT is on the way. Cruising with Pat and Rich said we also charged extra money for gratuity. Oh, you guys got that extra charge. So Jeffrey, every time you guys, well, no, if you had the premier package, it doesn't work. Well, it does work. Like, you're not supposed to be paid the gratuity, right? It's supposed to include that. But can anybody else hear about, if you heard that, heard of that being charged? Let's see. Oh, Connie says looking to find a tour to Tierra del Fuego National Park glaciers. So, so have you looked at the excursions yet for Antarctica? I don't think I saw one to all the glaciers.
no.
So
That'd be nice, though.
Oh, Jerry says the last time they were at the Olani, our room overlooked the luau, so we got to see it free minus the food.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. That might be a fun place to go, Jody. It seems like Disney doesn't do anything half baked, right? They seem to always do a good job.
Meg says take off towelettes.
Individually packaged to take too. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Thanks for saying that. Then you don't have to lug around a little squirt bottle or something. Thank you. It's really good. I'm writing that down, my dear. Off wipes. Okay.
So Susan's asking, if you have difficulty walking, how do you see Rome? Someone down here says use the hop on, hop off bus.
Oh, there's that. Plus, you want to know what they're doing more and more of in Rome than ever before? It's like golf cart tours. I talked to somebody today who was going to do one when they go, but that is really good. So they have some, I've noticed, because I've looked them up, because everybody that lives in Rome is advertising a little bit more now because of the Jubilee going on. But I noticed them when we were there before, and it's like they're taking people in a golf cart. But I've noticed as I've looked up about them, there are some that are just more like a flyby. So if you just want to want to see things, you don't want to stop a lot. But I have seen ones as well. Of course, they cost more, but you have a guide and you stop at places, and then you hop on your little golf cart and off you go. So that's an option. The other thing is if you want to do your own itinerary, you don't want to worry about trying to keep up with a tour, or you don't, whatever. In Rome, there's a lot of taxis. That's to me a good way to get around in Rome. And we have walked everywhere. And so when we were in Rome last year, it was before Gordon got his hip fixed, and he was having a really hard time. So we took a taxi a whole lot more. The next time we go, I hope he's up to walking a little bit more, but I'm sure some more taxis will be involved. And so taxis are awesome.
Yeah.
And the only thing I say is when you get in, make sure that they have a meter. If they don't have a meter, make sure you say how much to where it is you want to go.
Yeah.
And then you can say yes or no. So that's my tip. But that's what I would do. And the hop on, hop off, depending on how far you can walk at all. But I really think that those golf cart tours are amazing, because then you're out in the hustle and bustle of the city, and you can stop and see things and get off and go in if you can. I think it's a pretty good idea. I don't think you can't take a golf cart though through the Forum. I think you would go see the Coliseum.
Yeah, you'd have to be walking,
and then go around it, unless you can walk some through the Forum. Yeah.
And if you can walk a little ways, if you start at the top, then you can walk downhill a lot of the way.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey says he's got a blog post on Global Entry.
Oh, I should have remembered that. Thank you, Jeffrey. So Jeffrey's blog, Cruising for One, you just Google Cruising for One blog and it will come right up. So Let's see.
Cat's
So
Deli
Deidre
ships free.
says, hop off. They do. Oh, they do?
Maybe we should check
For
them
orders $100 plus. How are we going to eat that much? Oh, Jody, I'm glad you're making your luau list.
Does the Coral have separate shampoo and conditioner in the shower?
I'm sure they do. I think all the princess ships do.
And
So Emil, if you can chime in, if you're still here, do y'all have shampoo and conditioner? Usually, don't they have shampoo and
they
conditioner
have
and
two
shower
separate
wash?
ones, yeah.
Or else, is the shower wash and shampoo the same? I don't use those, but he does.
Well, I use our soap.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll reply at some point, hopefully. Let's see. Jeffrey says the dining line can't usually fix the problem of not being charged for specialty when you have the package. When you call the regular line, choose the option for problems with the app. Yeah, you try to troubleshoot with Ocean Ready.
Ray did the golf cart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that, Ray.
And Kevin says Versailles has it also for golf cart rentals.
Oh, see, that's really nice. Because
That
Versailles is a long ways to walk when you want to go down like to the
we'll keep that in mind.
Okay, like down, Marie Antoinette's home and a little farm thing, and then over to the it starts with a T. Why is it escaping me? Thanks for saying that. That's nice, even if you can walk, because it's a ways.
And Gary says that free now is the Uber to use. You get a real taxi, you know how much you'll spend. That's good to know.
That's a good point too.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that.
Uber
Gary.
worked really well in Great Britain for us.
Yeah, we've used Uber there. When we were in London last time, we were comparing like how much an Uber would cost with how much a taxi would cost, and the Uber was better. Yeah. So thanks for saying that, Gary. I really appreciate that.
Jeffrey says Caribbean Princess didn't have separate shampoo and conditioner. They were the same.
Oh, well then.
And Ellen says only the body wash shampoo on Majestic.
Well,
I guess what? They have these 55-gallon drums of some sort of.
Okay, bring your own shampoo and conditioner is my best advice. I'm going to give that out for free. Bring your own. Yeah, definitely. Your hair will look better. So we don't worry about his hair so much, but don't worry about it. Let's see. Okay. Princess said shampoo. I don't know.
Lulu for lots of great reviews on the Polynesian Cultural Center.
You guys are the best. Yeah. Thanks for helping each other out and helping us out. It's just wonderful to be together, isn't it? It's really nice. And between us all, everybody knows what everybody needs to know. So, and Kathy's medallion came for the Panama Canal.
Good.
We missed Rhonda. No. Oh, I think she must be talking to somebody else. Yeah. Okay. I like you guys talk to each other. Oh, Discovery had the new Beekman Brothers shampoo and conditioner body wash. It was nice. It has a really strong smell, though. I've only been on the Sun Princess that had it so far, and it's not a bad smell. It just has a strong smell to me.
Global Entry does have partner countries. Someone asked a question about from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. And she also they also say freeze the cats.
Oh, no, there you go. Or have a party.
And we're not talking about cats as in a cat. We're freezing the cat's deli stuff. So David says they were just on the Discovery and they have the shampoo conditioner mix.
Okay. You know what, then? I bet you that's probably what they have on the Coral then. Probably is the mix. That's what I would bet. So thanks, Norma. Thanks for coming tonight, you guys. We'll see you again on Monday, okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. We sure love you all. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.
Good night.
Bye.